Here we have find the solution. And we have 1/3 a plus 1/2 a plus 7 equals 7 over 6a plus 5 plus 4. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to combine our like terms. So I'm going to write step 1, combine like terms. Okay, so I have 1/3 a plus 1/2 a on this side. Well, 1/3 plus 1/2, we can't quite add them yet. We need to have the same denominator in order to add these fractions. So I'm going to write that down here. What we need to do is I'm going to multiply this fraction over here by this denominator. So 2 over 2. And then I'm going to multiply this fraction over here by this number here, 3 over 3. So now instead of 1/3, we can just rewrite 1/3 as 2 times 1, which is 2, and 2 times 3, which is 6, plus, over here we have 1 times 3, which is 3, and 2 times 3, which is 6. 2 6 plus 3 6, now we can add them because they have the same denominator, is 5/6. And so combining those two from up here, we get 5/6 a. I'll write that over here, 5 over 6a plus 7, there's nothing to combine with 7, equals, on the right side we have 7 over 6a. There's nothing to combine that with, but we can combine 5 plus 4, and that equals 9. I'm going to scoot this over a little bit. So now what we're going to do is I want all of my a's on the same side. And how I like to move my variables is I start with the smallest one. So I can either move 5 over 6a or 7 over 6a. But 5 over 6a is the smallest one. So that's the one, oops, sorry guys. That's the one I want to move. There we go, sorry. And it's a positive 5 over 6a, so I need to do the opposite, and I'm going to subtract 5 over 6a from both sides of the equal sign. These cancel out. We do that in red. And now all I have left on that side is 7, and 7 equals, well, 7 over 6 minus 5 over 6a is 2 over 6a, and then plus 9. Now I want to get all my constants on the other side of the equal sign from my a. So right now I have a plus 9, so I'm going to do the inverse and subtract again. My a's go away here. And 7 minus 9 is -2. So now I have -2 equals, we can simplify 2 6 a little bit if we just divide. Okay, 2 divided by 2, 6 divided by 2. 2 6 is the same as 1/3 a. Now we have one more step. We almost solved for a, but a is still technically being multiplied by 1/3. So we need to do the opposite of multiplication, and that is divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 1/3. So these go away. Now dividing by a fraction can be a little tricky, so please pay attention here. I have -2, but when I divide by a fraction, I'm going to flip the fraction. So instead of 1/3, I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to change it into 3 over 1. And when I flip it, what I'm going to do is instead of dividing, I'm going to change it to multiply. You might have heard it called copy dot flip. We also say we are multiplying by the reciprocal. My teacher taught me keep it, change it, rearrange it. But that's how we divide fractions. So now I just need to multiply these two numbers together. So I'm going to put 2 over 1 to make it a fraction. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. 1 times 1 is 1. Go back. And then negative 6 divided by 1 is negative 6. So A equals negative 6. So it's kind of a lot of work to do to solve for that. There we go.